Hey guys, Mike from B-Tech Reviews here, and today we review the Motorola G Stylus 2023. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to take a look at the Motorola G Stylus 2023. If you guys follow the channel, you saw my unboxing a couple months ago, and I've had the phone for a couple months now, so I've had time to play with it, use it, take video, take pictures, etc. like that. So definitely want to talk about the device now that I've had it for a lengthy amount of time. Currently, I do no longer have this running on the T-Mobile service. Hold on, let me get that going. I forgot to unlock it. And by that, I mean I don't have it, I'm sorry, on the Metro by T-Mobile service. I already went and cut off the service, even though it says 5G. You see on top there, I stopped paying it. I paid it for the first couple months, and $40 a month does add up after a while. But anyways, guys, let's go over the phone, right? So all the way around, this phone does have a 6.6-inch screen, not an OLED panel, not an AMOLED panel, etc. like that. So it's definitely a very nice looking 6.6-inch screen, 1080 by 2400, and it's got 399 PPI, which the PPI does look pretty okay. It doesn't really, even though you're going like this from screen to screen, if you're like looking at something or viewing a picture, etc. like that, it doesn't look bad. Let's open up X just so you guys can kind of see here. But for the most part, it doesn't look bad. Screen to body ratio isn't horrible either. As you can see there, my face unlock feature is on. I have it turned on, so let's turn off the screen here. But for the most part, screen to body ratio isn't horrible. You do have a little bit of a chin on the bottom, right? But keep in mind, this is a budget device. Right now, currently, you can still get it under $200 for Metro by T-Mobile. In fact, I believe at the making of this video, this phone is still free with a new line at Metro by T-Mobile. So you can actually still get this phone for $0 down. That little chin really doesn't bother me that much. It's a very decent sized phone. Here's another phone that I'm going to put next to it that's about the same size. This is the Motorola Think phone, made by Motorola as well. Pretty much almost the same body design language, when it comes to like the side and everything like that. So you can kind of tell that Motorola is starting to kind of do what Samsung and iPhone is doing, maybe other makers, and they're trying to kind of make most of their devices look pretty identical, minus this one has a stylus on the bottom, but you can see here that it does have the same design elements. This one, of course, has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on the bottom, which is not very, you don't really see that a lot in current phones nowadays. So I do like to see that. The double camera setup in the back is good, right? You don't have a triple camera setup. Keep in mind, though, again, when this one came out, it was around the 350 to 400 range. You're not going to get bells and whistles when it comes to the camera setup. It's a 50 megapixel camera setup, right? You do have a wide angle lens, and then you have an 8 megapixel ultra wide. And then on the front facing camera, it's a 16 megapixel camera on the front. So really not bad camera system all the way around. This phone actually can shoot in 4K at 30 frames a second. So just so you guys know, 50 megapixel camera. I feel like this little camera cutout is again, it's pretty much the same design language on most of their Motorola devices. It looks pretty much identical. This one says 50, this one says 50 on top, right? Obviously different LED setups, etc. like that. But anyways, if you guys want to check out video footage of how the camera does on this, you can check out the other video. I already have a video vlog set up on this phone that I did shoot in 4K. And if you want to check out pictures, I posted some pictures on my Instagram account. You can find the link on my main YouTube page. Check that out. So going back again here, I'm really not complaining about the camera setup, etc. like that. Let's go ahead and open up the phone here, etc. Show you guys how snappy the phone is. Again, this phone does have, I believe this one has 6 gigs of RAM. Let me verify, because there is a 4 gig and a 6 gig variant, right? So I want to make sure that you guys are getting everything here. So yeah, right here it says memory 5.37, 6 gigs of internal memory. So compared to the prior device, which is the 2022 version, again, this phone is a lot snappier when it comes to the usability of the device. Like if I get on Instagram here, let's see if I can show you guys here really quick. Let me connect to Wi-Fi because I have no data connection. I completely forgot that I have no data connection. Let's go ahead and, there you go. Well, let's see. So I've noticed, you know, here and there that the phone does tend to stutter a little bit, not bad to the point where, you know, it's not usable. But, you know, compared to the prior year's version, here we go, there we go. Maybe because I had this disconnected. Motorola fans. But in a sense, it is very snappy. Ooh, I like this red Motorola device, by the way. Motorola has, this is the Motorola Edge, I believe. This is from the prior year. It's a very good looking device, though. But anyways, you know, again, depending on your connection, it could stutter a little bit. My internet connection isn't very good at home. But, you know, just so you can see here, really not bad. I mean, for the most part. The cool part about the display as well is it is 120 hertz, right? So let's go ahead and check that out for you guys really quick, so you guys can check that out. Display, and then if you go to, let's see, full screen, screensaver, screen record, swipe left. Here we go, screen refresh rate. So just so you guys can see here, 60 hertz, 120 hertz. I have it set to auto just for what I do, but if you guys want a battery saver, you know, you can just put it down to 60 hertz. It will save battery. 120 hertz, you know, if you guys want smoother usability, I'll go ahead and set it to 120 hertz for now. So again, you can see there that it works relatively nice, guys. Like, I'm not going to complain, right now. Again, my internet connection's a little buggy, so, you know, I'm not going to complain too hard when it comes to stuff like that. You can see here that it's taking its time loading. Again, that's my internet. That's not the actual phone itself. But for the most part, this phone does a pretty good job. I would say for, you know, a mid-range device in its price level right now, again, you can probably get it for under $200 because the Moto Stylus 2024 either should be coming out soon. I think it's already out on the other side of the world, but in the US, I think it's going to come. It might come out for another couple months. I think probably early spring, right? May or June. But anyways, guys, the phone is definitely, in my opinion, a very decent device. You know, it does come with 128 gigs of internal memory, and you can add micro SD card slot to it, so you can add external memory to it if you guys want to. Of course, this one being the base, this one only has 128 gigs of internal storage for pictures and videos. You know, for the most part, you know, charging wise, battery wise, I can't complain about the battery either. Let's clear that out. It looks like the phone actually does need to update the apps. It's been a couple days since I've actually used this phone, so let's go back here really quick. Let's see if we can go ahead and, well, actually, no, I'll wait until after I do this video to basically update the apps, because I feel like once I start updating, it's going to actually slow the phone down. It tends to do that, right? But yeah, battery life wise, this phone is pretty good. 5,000 milliamp battery. It has a lot of it's very good on standby time. So again, I can't complain too hard when it comes to standby time. Fingerprint sensor wise and security wise, I think this phone for the price is actually really good. You have a power bar or power button fingerprint sensor, which is relatively fast. And we will show you guys one more time. And again, I do have face unlock also, so let's see if I race to wake. Let's see if it unlocks. Maybe not. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so I'm trying to do face unlock here, guys. You actually have to be looking directly at the camera. And again, my middle finger is not registered to the power to the fingerprint sensor, so that's why. But for the most part, you know, I've noticed, and this is from other Motorola devices, that the face unlock, even though you're probably not going to get the same biometric security that you would get with like iOS or even something like a Samsung device or even the Pixel device, right? You know, it is still pretty solid, and it still, you know, works. It's not super fast, super snappy, and then there's going to be at times where, you know, it's going to attempt it and it's just not going to work, like right now, you know. So right now, again, it's not working. It's asking me for that now. I guess probably too many unlocks or whatever. Too many attempts. It failed. So it's telling me, nope, Mike, we're not going to do it. But yeah, guys, now this is a stylus phone, right? You know, I kind of see myself actually not really ever using this for the stylus. Just because I've never really had to use a stylus on a smartphone. So keep in mind, it does have nice little key features that will let you you know, take notes, screenshots, etc. like that. But for the most part, you know, you really don't need to. For me, I even though it's a nice little feature, It's not something that I really use, if I could be 100% honest with you guys. It's not bad though. Like for the most part, like the way it works, etc., like that, you can move the little cursor there, here and there. You know, if you want to take notes or whatever, you know, YouTube videos, make videos, 0 subs, you can go and edit a list here. So I can literally go write the list if I want to. So let's see if I can try it out. Okay, well, I'm trying to try it out. Hi, so, okay, next. Okay, I got it. So let's see. I'm just going to put, well, I'm going to write it down here, I guess. It's supposed to recognize your lettering. I'm left-handed, guys. So let's see. I tried typing hello. That didn't work out very well. Let's exit there, or let's exit that. Let's add another list item. So again, you really have to get used to the stylus. Soda. Let's type out soda. So again, for the most part, if you're used to writing things down, you'll get used to this really quick. Me personally, I don't really use it that much for the stylus features, but if you're working in that type of business where you actually need the stylus, then personally, like, go ahead and get it right. Again, I personally don't use it. You can take a screenshot and then you can just like add little things here and there, where you can highlight and add something like a little smiley face, right? Or say, hey, it's this app, I need you to look at this app. If you're trying to like walk through somebody, or walk somebody through something, right? It's a nice little feature. And I definitely don't ever use it, but I guess I'm gonna just put smash like button for this video again. And I have a really hard time writing. I'm left-handed, guys. Stuff like this, it doesn't come easy to me. Let's go ahead and delete that. But yeah, for the most part, stylus wise, it's there. I never really wanted to or cared to use it, but overall, again, this phone for the most part is a very nice phone. I think a nice little add-on is that 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And the fact is that if you guys look at the body, and again, I don't have the last year, the prior year's model to compare it. This one is definitely a lot thinner and a little bit lighter compared to the prior year's model. The backing, it's polycarbonate. It's a nice plasticky back, a little bit of a fingerprint magnet. You really probably don't need a case for this phone, but in my opinion, this phone can get a little bit slippery in the hand. So I definitely use the case, use cases for phones, even though you probably don't need to, especially with an inexpensive phone like this. But anyways, it's got 20-watt fast charging, no wireless charging, unfortunately. So if you're looking for that, sorry guys. But all the way around, this phone, it is a very decent device. I'm going to tell you right now. Now, of course, if you guys are concerned about the Android system and security patches, let's take a look here really quick. Oh, it looks like it has eSIM as well, which is pretty good. So that's good. If you don't have a SIM card, this phone actually gives you the eSIM option. So here is the Android version, right? And I haven't updated it to the February patch, but it says Android version 13, January 1st. To my knowledge, you're actually supposed to get a couple of years of system updates with these. It says planned upgrade to Android 14. Who knows when that's going to happen? Android 14's already been out for a minute, but from what I hear, Motorola isn't very good when it comes to updating their systems of Android, which that really doesn't bug me too much, the systems of Android, as it does other devices like a flagship device. But in most cases, you do want to make sure that you're getting those security updates for your phone. That way, you just make sure your phone is secure, especially when it comes to updating apps and the system itself, right? You want to make sure that your phone is not vulnerable, guys. But anyways, guys, definitely probably not a long video, or not a lengthy video as much as my other videos are, but definitely would recommend getting this phone if you guys are maybe transitioning from a phone that's already a couple years old, right? Let's say you're not a flagship user, and you guys you want something with a good battery life. Again, this is a 5G phone. I don't have it connected. It's no longer in service with Metro by T-Mobile, but you can get this phone with Metro by T-Mobile again for free. Basically, you just have to pay. And I'm not in Encino, Texas right now, so I don't know why it's saying that I'm out there. I guess it's got the location settings wrong. But for the most part, again, it's a decent phone. Is it gonna lag a little bit here and there? Yes. I've actually played a few games on it, guys. I tested Genshin Impact and Xbox Game Pass on this as well. So if you guys haven't checked out that video, I have another video of this device. But for the most part, build quality wise, I'm pretty impressed. It does feel like a very pretty, decent, sturdy phone. It's got a little bit of weight to it, so it doesn't feel like it's gonna just break in your hand. Again, even though it doesn't have an even though it doesn't have an OLED screen, the screen is still relatively nice. It's an IPS display. I feel like, even though some of these budget phones are IPS, they've gotten a lot better and they're a lot easier on the eyes compared to, the ones from like 5 to 10 years ago, basically. They've just gotten so much better now that, you probably won't even notice if you don't have an OLED screen. So there's something there, guys. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this again. And just because I don't know why I left this out, but just to kind of let you guys know also, this one is running a Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 processor. So it does have a Snapdragon processor in it, octa-core processor. So again, it is a snappy phone, but like I said, there have been times where I've noticed a little bit of laggy and stutteriness on the device. Not so bad to the point where I'm just like, oh, this device is not usable. But, it is, it gets the job done, guys. It gets the job done. And for the most part, I want to give guys shout outs like Tito. I want to give guys a shout out like Latrell. Check this out. Like, again, very smooth. I can't complain too hard when it comes to the refresh rate and just, the phone itself, right? Again, for the price right now, again, $0 for down on Metro by T-Mobile with, just the new line. And, you just pay for the month up front. They send this phone to you for free, literally, guys. So, again, budget phone from last year, probably one of the top budget phones in my opinion from last year. If you're looking to, again, upgrade from an older device, let's say you have like an older Stylus device, or if you just want to get a decent upgrade, guys, again, if you have a phone that's already from a couple years ago, it's 2024. If you've already had a phone since like 2020 and you want to upgrade and you don't want to spend a lot of money, I would recommend the Moto G Stylus from 2023. Again, this phone's going to be dirt cheap now that the new one's coming out very soon. So again, check that out, guys. And again, if you guys like the video, smash the like button. If you guys like the channel, please subscribe. And as always, we'll see you guys next time.